And welcome back, my friends. Thank you for standing by. I've got some fresh coffee and we're ready to roll. We got some story happening here. I guess I'm going to let it play out. I've kind of missed a big chunk of it. Silas Volkmeyer. Alright, well, let's go. That's weird. I've never seen a menu quite like that. Can I change characters? I don't think so. We gotta get them back. Oh, oh no. Okay, well, first impressions very mixed. One, the graphics are quite rad. The controls are bizarre. Y is jump and B is attack. That's the most backwards controls I've ever had to deal with. No. No, who decided that? Y is jump and B is attack? No. That's awful. I do not like how gigantic our player sprite is. I really don't like games where you control a character with a gigantic sprite. So, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. I mean, the aesthetic of the game is wild. It's like we walked into a heavy metal album. Hey Derek, welcome in. Welcome to Super Nintendo Battletoads. Battlemaniacs. We're just starting. Looks like we have a lot of health. But not a lot of lives. Keep trying to go into all the doors. None of them work, though. We can't break these trees either, it doesn't seem like. Is this guy a boss? He lives forever. I don't watch the Nintendo Directs. Remember, I don't watch game trailers. I did scrub through it though. I would say probably the only two things I'm really excited about is it looks like there's going to be a new Zelda game, and I probably want to check out that Hello Kitty game. That one looked that one looks interesting too. But everything else was pretty meh for me. I think another one of those Mario and Luigi games could be pretty alright, but I've never actually played one all the way through, so you know, I would want to start at the beginning. Same thing with Metroid Prime. I'm not really excited about that since I haven't played any of the other games. Put Zero Mission on the Switch Online. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to any of the Switch Online stuff because I don't really use it very often. I've already lost 2 lives. This may be a very long and painful playthrough. Ugh, this game is so tedious already. Oh no, not another one of these guys. Oh, 2 of them? They already take forever to fight. 3 of them? Oh, this is gonna be impossible. This is gonna be impossible. I remember renting this back in the game. You think it's harder than the NES one? Never got too far. Hope it goes better for you. We'll see. I'm definitely not. I definitely don't feel like I'm off to a great start. The enemies fight each other an amusing amount. They're aiming for me. No, they're not. They kind of are. Oh my goodness. Well, that was rough. Let's motivate. How's the SNES version going? It's too early to tell, EpiPen. I've only been playing it a couple minutes. First impressions are very mixed. We kept a sizable chunk of progress. There we go. That's what I wanted to do, was kick him off of the cliff. Boss time? Ah! Oh my goodness. They definitely went all out on the style for this game. Victory. Let's go. Oh, that was the boss. I thought maybe that was a mini-boss. Nice. Oh. Hey Raiders, welcome in. Zinshan. Thank you, my friend. Very grateful to have you join us. Hope you've had a fine stream. I would guess maybe you're playing another Jack game? I'm wrong. Super Mario Sunshine. I hope that's treating you well. Is Super Mario Sunshine, is it a first playthrough or a revisit? Bought tickets to the Book of Mormon for Tuesday, June 24th. Was double screening the calendar. June 24th is a Monday. I bought tickets for Tuesday, June 24th. 2025. Oh no. Well, I don't know if you're up for waiting a year or if you... Hopefully they have a good return policy. Yeah, we beat the NES game and the Genesis game, Derek. They're old hat, though. I beat those games all the time. I'm done with the Genesis game, too. We had a good run through the Genesis one. I did it in one credit. I still had all my life hearts filled at the end. I'm done with the Genesis one. I'm not going to play that one anymore. Sunshine's been good. I think we're almost done with the game. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Yeah, this is my first time checking this one out, too. I have mixed feelings about it so far. It's kind of weird. I'm very worried that it's going to be a very style over substance experience, but we'll see. I'll hold on to them again, I guess. I have loads of reminders on my calendar for next year. I have nothing planned for next year. I don't think that far out in advance at all. Okay, I might be able to... Oh, this is a lot of pencils. I might be able to juggle those robots like the birds in the other game. I actually kind of like this hover disc thing. I like this better than the bungee cord from the other game. You can hold the attack button and he'll punch continuously. The regular attack is like a turbo button. A really slow turbo button. The enemies are hurting each other. I noticed that in the other Battletoads earlier tonight, and now it's happening constantly. Get out of here with that magnet. We have another raid coming in. We just had Zinchan join us, and now it looks like Nato is joining us as well. Welcome in, Raiders. More shoutouts are in order. How did you were doing Super Metroid runs, at least for part of the stream, right, Nato? How did the runs go? We're playing Battletoads all night tonight. I'm a little, I'm getting a little tired. Um, we already did NES Battletoads. That one went okay. We beat the game. It was 1 credit, but kind of just barely. And we did Genesis Battletoads, and I'm done with that one. We did that one 1 credit. I had all of my life hearts were filled at the end of the run. I consider that a great run. It's the best I ever wanted to do in Genesis Battletoads. I'm done with that game forever. That game can be consigned to the trash heap of history where it belongs. It's a horrible game. And now we're trying this one out. This is Battlemaniacs on the Super Nintendo, and my very first time playing it. Gonna see how we do. Going in, diving into it blind, and I don't know what I think about it so far. I'm not. I don't immediately love it. It doesn't seem bad. It doesn't seem bad though. I think it's got some aspects that are not to my personal tastes that are hard to not focus on. Finished 1 run today at 1 hour on the nose. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I know that's behind your PB, but I also know that it's been a while since you've really been playing it. Hey, Direwolf, welcome in. Thank you for coming along. Zergling says SNES Toads is actually good. We shall see. We shall see. It can die in the landfill with ET. That's exactly where Genesis Battletoads is a disgrace. It's a humiliation. Had some good early games to fall behind in the back half, Nato says. So I'm still figuring this one out. Presentation in this game is pretty top-notch. It looks really great. Sounds pretty good. The controls I am baffled by. For some reason they decided to make jump Y and attack B, which goes against everything I've ever learned about Super NES video game controls. So that's not fun to try and wrap my head around. And I really don't like the gigantic character sprite. I don't like in general, I don't like video games where your character sprite is really big, and I mean, the Battletoad is massive in this game. He's just out of control. That being said, like, making him giant, like, I get why they did it, because it makes all of his, like, animations and, like, exaggerated attacks look really cool. I can't deny it looks great. I just don't like playing as a massive sprite. I start to feel like claustrophobic when my sprite is too big. No options that I've found. I'm stuck with what they've given me. Zergling says, my win in the Genesis Battletoads is better than Frownie since I decided to stop playing it in the ice caves. I don't know about better, but definitely smarter. I agree with Zergling. Can you imagine what this stream would be like if I gave up on the games that I started playing? That would be a horrible idea. Snatch the pins? Maybe I should actually read what's Whoa! Oh, this looks great. I think I was supposed to dodge those. I was trying to attack them. I think that was a mistake. Whoa. I wish I could jump. We got 100 pins. I don't know what the target is. 100 just felt good to get. Ooh, there's death pins. No. $200. This is going on for way too long. Have you got the stomach for speed? I sincerely hope not. Turbo Tunnel. It is the Turbo Tunnel. It's the pattern's very different. Looks cool. I like the colors. This is more like it, by the way. We're finally not super gigantic. The camera finally pulled back some. Oh, game over. So we only get 2 continues. Got a lot to learn. I see that's true. Well, that gives us time to spin the wheel at least. Number 8. Garlic arbol sauce. I don't remember what that one is like. I feel like it's probably underwhelming. Because I know I've had it a couple times, and if I've had it a couple times and I don't remember what it's like, probably means I was underwhelmed. I'm becoming a little partial to the bomb, EpiPen says. Although that being said, I do really like the sauces that have a strong degree of garlic about them. I'm a garlic fan. That has more of a kick. That is more of a kick to it than I remembered. Ah. I didn't remember this being spicy. But it is. I mean, it's not overwhelming. But it's more than I was anticipating. Hoping for candy buttons again. All in good time. We can't avoid them forever. Here we go again. So many times I ate hot sauce recently, and before I washed my hands, I touched near my eyes. Oh, bad move. It's mostly just hot. Adds a nice kick if you don't want to add a lot of flavor. It's like Louisiana if you want it to be a bit more nuclear. Just try not to fall off too many cliffs this time. If I can just change that one aspect, we'll do a lot better. Automatically. Good eating tonight. 3 duck egg omelet, a pound of Montreal seasoned lamb, and a huge mug of milk. We had a stir fry, chicken with cashews and mushrooms. It was quite fantastic. Whoa. I was hoping for a 1-up at 100,000 points. Rip the Deathless Run. The situation is intolerable. Oh, and another one. Guy I got the 80-pound dumbbell pair from had apparently power lifted since high school. Had a huge garage, 3-car garage. Half of it was filled with nothing but weights. So during this part, you have to stand still until the fire targets you, because it does aim for you, but if you're moving around, it won't aim for where you are. It will anticipate where you're heading toward from the top. That was miserable. I was locked in a death spiral. I fell off the edge, and it kept respawning me on the edge and wouldn't let me walk away. I just kept falling off it over and over again. There was nothing I could do. That cliff fall was tragic and hilarious all at once. Well, I imagine it's something we're going to see happen again and again and again and again. Oh, I'm dying earlier this time. There's nothing I can do. Fighting multiple enemies at once is not possible in this game. Living through tedium like this is why I don't play beat-em-ups. Beat-em-ups are so tedious. I can't wrap my head around enjoying a genre that's designed entirely around super spongy enemies. I just can't do it. Platformers all the way. I used to like games like this more when I was younger, EpiPen says. Yeah, it's not a genre that speaks to me. I don't like being arbitrarily locked by the camera stopping every few steps. And I really don't like the spongy enemies. Oh. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, I know better than that. Can this guy even hit me at all? I don't think he can. Let's go. A whole toad load of trouble? Say it isn't so. There's only one attack button, right? It's a lot like the NES game. There's just jump and attack. There's only two buttons that do anything. But you have like 1,000 different attacks, and just the game decides which one is going to happen at any given time. So. I don't feel super involved in the decision-making processes in this game. I feel a lot like I'm along for the ride. game's just doing a lot of what it wants. I feel that way a lot in the NES Battletoads, to be fair, but it's a little bit frustrating here because I want to juggle, but as I want to try and juggle these insects, but it keeps doing this. It keeps doing it keeps doing the uppercut and not giving me an opportunity to just do regular punches. If I could just do regular punches, I could try and juggle, but when uppercuts are gonna be prioritized and randomly come out, I don't have any real control over my character. Somehow managed to get a 1-up. Not really clear on how that happened. That's a lot of pencils. I like the design of these robots a lot better than the square robots from the other two games. I think the capsule look is a lot more impressive. I like when the enemies damage each other. I like that a lot too. Physics there are weird and don't entirely make sense. I forgot it. There was a speed increase there. A bonus level. It's not really a bonus level if you get to play it every time. And by get to, I mean have to. This level looks great, but also it reminds me of Batman and Robin. It reminds me of the Mad Hatter level and the Batman and Robin. That game's tough. That game's tough. Those are some rough times, that game. I hit a death pan. $400. Hey, Subject Omega, welcome in. Welcome to Battlemaniacs on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, I didn't know that they almost had a cartoon. I thought they did have a cartoon. I don't think I ever want to watch it. I don't think I want to hear Battletoads' voice. I think I like him better as a silent protagonist. Wow, this is real fast. Oh, it fooled me. It fooled me. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good trick. That's a good trick. A+ game, A+. Hey, Vandertier, welcome in. Aim for the good luck. I'm gonna need it. This game's not going super smoothly. But I guess what Battletoads game does, right? Hope you had a good stream tonight, my friend. we've had a pretty decent night. I played through NES and Genesis Battletoads. NES Battletoads just went okay. Genesis Battletoads went great. I had a really good run. 1 credit with lots of lives left in the bank at the end, so I'm done with that game. That one's retired. I don't have to play that anymore. And we're trying this one for the first time. And this game is okay. I have mixed feelings about it. I don't immediately love it. I think it's good, but I think it's also not to my taste in a lot of ways. So I don't know if I'm going to warm up to it or not. We'll see. So far, I would say I would give it like a 4.5 out of 7. Like, it's, my feelings are somewhat positive. They're just slightly above the neutral point. Pretty good. Near the end, it turned into reacting to some of the Nintendo Direct games. Yeah. So every time one of those comes out, I get asked about whether or not I watched it, but I don't. I don't watch game trailers, so I don't ever watch the directs. I do scrub through them. I did scrub through to see what was announced and like when it was coming out, but I don't actually sit and watch the trailers. So the only things I'm really excited about, though, are I'm always excited for a new Zelda game, so I'll be happy to see whatever that turns out to be. And I think I might want to play that Hello Kitty game that they announced as well. That's about it for me, though. There are some other things. The Mario and Luigi game, I think, might be kind of cool, but I haven't played anything in that series. So I can't really be excited about that because I feel like I should play the older games. And same thing with Metroid Prime. I'm not really interested in anything. I'm not really interested in that because I haven't played any of the old games yet. Metroid Prime 4, Mario and Luigi, both are absolutely amazing game series. Yeah, so I don't know the series, so. Like, I expect those will probably be good games, but I probably won't play them until the year, like, 2079, so. They don't really mean a whole lot to me yet. Sorry, it's hard to look away. It's hard to look away from this game at the moment. I get what's going on here. It took me a while, but I do get what's going on here. I want to hit the low one, and then the... I missed it. I haven't seen that happen yet. No, we were doing well. We were doing real well. Game over. This is a tough game. I'm going to be playing this for a while. Crunch indeed. Hey, games on VHS. Welcome in. Hope you are having a fine evening. Heard of this one, but never actually seen it before. This is my very first time trying it tonight. I've been playing it for, I guess, about an hour now. I'm not making it very far. That was level 4, I think. That's my PB. That's it. That's as far as I've made it so far. So, we'll give it another go. Let me catch up with what Banditier said. Highly recommend if you can find some copies of the old games. But I've got a jet work in 8 hours. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you again for the raid, my friend. I hope you have a great night. I hope work goes smoothly for you tomorrow. And we'll look forward to seeing you again. Derek said about the Battletoads cartoon, there was one episode, never made it past that. Oh, I see. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of NES Battletoads. I played that for the first time last year. And immediately became a pretty big fan of it. And I just started recently trying to work my way through some of the other Battletoads games. We just finished up the Genesis game. I beat it for the first time a couple weeks ago. And I kept playing it because I wanted to get a really solid, like, kind of clean run through it. 1 credit with not too many deaths. And we just got that tonight. So I'm done with that one. I don't like the Genesis Battletoads. I think that game's pretty terrible. I love the NES game, but I kind of hate the Genesis one. And this one is somewhere in the middle. This one I have slightly positive feelings about, but I'm pretty mixed overall. It's got some weird things about it. But I don't know, we'll see. I might warm up to it. I'm usually pretty slow to warm up to new things. Genesis one doesn't look like it controls as smoothly as the NES one. I don't know, I've never actually played it. And yeah, it like, yeah. that's pretty much it. I don't like the controls of the Genesis one. The hitboxes and the collision are really not good. It's a really janky version of Battletoads, which is a shame because like in the audio visual department, like it looks and sounds pretty good. But it plays pretty aggravatingly terrible. Oh. This is where I lost my first life last time, too. Definitely have to work on my crowd control. If I'm gonna figure out how to make any progress at this, I'm gonna have to figure out how to deal with multiple enemies. And maybe not get flattened into a coin every time someone new comes on the screen. Oh. Oh. Awful. Oh, it's rough. There's no sense in using a continue on level 1. This reminds me of the arcade version. I haven't checked out the arcade Battletoads. I'm a console gamer pretty much through and through. I don't do a lot of I don't really play anything on the PC, and so I don't use a lot of emulators and stuff like that. I don't have anything against them. I'm just not very I'm not very tech savvy. I find consoles to be a lot easier than trying to get stuff to work on the PC. So to check out, if I were gonna check out the arcade Battletoads, I would need something like an Arcade Archives release on the Switch or something like that. I don't know if that's one that they've released. I don't know if there's a version of that, but that would probably be the only way I'd be able to check out the arcade game, at least for now. No! Memorizing the places where the floor moves around is gonna take me longer than I think it should. Oh no, new enemies don't rush in when I defeat old ones. They come in on a timer. If you don't take them out quickly, you'll be completely overwhelmed. For sure, you just turn on the console and it works. I hate troubleshooting tech stuff. Yeah, when it comes to the older consoles too, I'm just like I'm kind of lucky in that I never really got rid of any of my childhood video games, and I got really interested in like building up a retro game library really early on when no one cared about these games anymore and they were all super cheap. And just like I'm still very attached to like the feel of the original controllers, and I really like playing on like a big box TV. So like I've tinkered with emulation a little bit, but I haven't. I don't know. I could never get it to like where it had a feel that I was okay with. But that being said, I also really awesome. Just bleed my my life's life. That being said, I also haven't experimented with it in more than a decade, so I'm sure things have improved a lot too since the last time I tried tinkering with emulators. I think this game might actually be more difficult than Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. I think this game is gonna take me longer than Pugsley. They're a lot better now. The controllers as well. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I guess emulation cheapened the games for me, EpiPen. All of a sudden, it's trying to sort through alphabetical thousands of games. Yeah, when you have the more games you have, the more difficult it is to decide like what to play. This is true. I'm constantly struggling to decide what to play next. Bought a Dreamcast specifically because of the emulators that worked on it. Having a good time with Home Improvement right now, but I can't imagine enjoying it so much without the save states. I'm curious to try that one. I got a lot of other stuff to work my way through, but that one is you've got that one pretty solidly on my radar. I just can't do anything. I just can't do anything but stand here and mash the button and hope one of them dies so I can at least move around a little bit. Hey, don't flatten me. Or at least one person say it's not bad when you figure out what's going on. Hey, I didn't get stuck in an endless death loop on the edge of the cliff there. I did lose a life. Okay, boss time, finally. It's kind of weird how my feet are like sunken into this disc. The top part, it's like a bowl. Very odd. Sometimes I think this character looks less like Battletoad and more like DK. Interesting art style with this game. I think they've done a good job. I think it looks really good. And like, I like, so I hate games where your player sprite is really gigantic, because it feels like all the spaces are too small and the camera is zoomed in too much. And so like, I really like, for playability, I don't like how giant our character is, but I can't deny that like it gives them the opportunity to make some beautiful art. I do like the animations and all the like detail in the character. Unless I somehow earn a 1-up, we're not going to make it through this level. We're not going to make it through this level because I don't know how to do that last part where everything gets really fast. Here it is. I did better than I anticipated. Just watch me go. And this level looks great. The reflections and just everything about it, but especially the floor with these reflections. Fantastic. Damage was inevitable at that point. I got myself into trouble. Alright. I haven't seen this many spikes and fans in one place since the Shadow Temple. I was confused for the briefest moment Tuesday because I was picturing the Spirit Temple. In my mind at first, but definitely Shadow Temple for, yeah, fans and spikes. I've got a long hair in my eyebrow that's hanging down, and the frame of my glasses keeps pushing it into my eye. It's a strange and terrible problem to have. It's driving me crazy. Alright, come on, let's clear the tunnel. The Turbo Tunnel in both the Super NES and the Genesis game tonight, I cleared both of them. First try, no deaths. So a Turbo Tunnel is something that, like, I am capable of learning. I'm just maybe not very quick at it. I'm definitely not very quick at it. You do have to jump. You do have to jump to hit that. Okay. I wasn't sure. Now I know. I learned something. It's tough. It's tough to line up with it. The fastener on the plate seems to be super glued to the dumbbell rod. That's not convenient. Hopefully you have something, well... I imagine with the right tool you could pry them apart without causing any damage. I imagine it's made of metal, right? I don't know, the fastener. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I'm doing worse. I'm doing so much worse. I don't know. Well, my current thoughts are either use a hot pad and hammer to try to forcefully unscrew the fastener, or use my soldering iron to heat the metal up. Pull it down repeatedly to see if that loosens it up. Yeah, I don't even know. Nail polish remover is doing nothing but make my eyes and hands burn. Yeah, I think heat and pressure might be your best option. I guess. I don't know. I think I'm gonna wrap up tonight. I think we're gonna wrap up early tonight, my friends. Normally we'd go at least another hour, but I am feeling exhausted. I'm gonna call it a night here. I'm moving backward, not forward with Battletoads. This game is rough. Thank you for the 35 stream streak, Zergling. Plus your fallen 97 as well. So thank you for being here, everybody. I should be back tomorrow night. Hopefully, I won't be so tired, and we'll go a little bit longer. We'll play this game again next week, maybe. Schedule's gonna be weird next week. I have a lot going on, so we're gonna miss a lot of streams. So maybe not next week, but if not next week, week after next. We'll definitely come back to this. I'll keep trying to beat it. And hopefully I'll do a little better. But I should be here tomorrow. We're going to do Jump King and Warlock tomorrow. Speaking of canceled streams, I might also have to miss Thursday. If I'm here on Thursday, we're going to play Splatterhouse. But I might miss that. And I think on Friday, we're going to play Pugsley again. So, that's what to look forward to in the immediate future, anyway. Looks pretty tough. Have a good one. Thank you, BHS. Very much appreciated. We'll stick with it. Hopefully, I'll be able to make it through. Been fun being here. Thank you, Subject Omega. Yeah, sorry I can't. Sorry I don't feel like I can hang in there longer. I would like to go another hour, but I just don't have the strength tonight. Alright, and I'm gonna, of course, send us off with a raid. Hey, Bella or Jeff, we're actually raiding out. I'm sorry you got here right as we're leaving. I'm wrapping a little early tonight. I'm feeling a little too tired. I'm sorry to miss you, my friend. Hopefully another time very soon. So I'm going to send us over to the Juker. I almost never get to catch Juker live. We usually go much later. Playing some kind of Mega Man stuff. Mega Man Maker or homebrew of some kind. We have a raid coming in too. $8 Phil, you raided into a stream that's raiding out. It's good to see you, my friend. I hope Star Soldier went well. But we've only got a few more seconds before it's automatically going to push us over to our raid. Sorry to do that to you, my friend. That's it, everybody. Thank you one last time for being here. Be well until I get to see you again. We're all out of time. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.